what many are calling the best country music dinner show anywhere. Nightly at Bryce Canyon's Ebenezer's Barn and Grill. Live music with some of Nashville's best musicians and singers.
I got a feeling called the blues. Out in the West Texas town of El Paso.
A show that walks you through the history of country music and the history of Bryce Canyon.
Hell of a place to lose a cat.
The show runs every night. That's right, every night from April to October. Get your tickets now at Ebenezer'sBarnandGrill.com.
Do you want to be part of the action? Utah 1A Basketball is Utah's best show.
Order your shirts today at 1aball.com.
We encounter real life every day. Your daughter got into the school of her choice, but there's no scholarship. A home equity line of credit from State Bank of Southern Utah might be just for you. Don't let her miss out on her dream school. Contact a loan officer today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Big Star Transportation, new to the Basin area, specializing in hauling fuel, crude, and water, now hiring Class A CDL drivers for all locations. With competitive pay and great benefits, come join our Big Star team at BigStarTrucking.com.
If the idea of owning your own home in beautiful Bear Lake sounds like more than your finances can handle, visit the experts at Bear Lake Realty to learn how you can make it happen. Gary and Amber McKee at Bear Lake Realty can show you how to buy a home and rent it out, so it pays for itself while you enjoy it some of the time as well. And soon, you'll have your own place in the Caribbean of the Rockies. No one knows the market better, and no one else serves you better than Bear Lake Realty.
Blackburn Propane is a family-owned company. We've been in business for 31 years. Full-service propane company servicing all of central and southern Utah and parts of Nevada and Arizona. We don't just service one, we service all.
Bryce Canyon City is your destination for adventure. Cruise the miles of scenic trails on e-bikes, ATVs, horses, mountain bikes, or on foot. Let us take your breath away with a stunning array of winter activities, the rodeo, shopping for memorable souvenirs, world-class stargazing, and of course, the majestic Bryce Canyon National Park. Make Bryce Canyon City your next stop for an unforgettable adventure. All the amenities the city can provide. Visit BryceCanyonCityUT.gov.
Bryce Canyon Half Marathon, 13.1 miles of fun. The race starts at Bryce Canyon City, runs through Bryce Canyon National Park, and finishes in Cannonville. Early registration is open now. Race runs the second Saturday in July. Alrighty, folks. Hey, welcome out to the Sevier Valley Center. It's championship bracket over here in the Sevier Valley Center. This is day 2, quarterfinal rounds, coming to you live from the Sevier Valley Center. This is Utah High School Sportscast presentation of 1A championship basketball. First game of the day will be the Lady Moquis and the Lady Tigers. No portion of this broadcast in its entirety may be reproduced in any way without written consent from KSL Sports and Utah High School Sportscasts. This is a Utah High School Sportscast presentation of 1A Championship Basketball. I'm Mike Alstrom alongside Dustin Shakespeare. Elizabeth Alstrom producing. Michael Parsons, my word, I couldn't think of Michael's last name, on the camera this morning, and Austin Owens on our stats. We'll take a quick break and be back with your GigaFast pregame report after this.
Hi, I'm Dustin Shakespeare, the Central Region Pathways Coordinator. Do you know what pathways are offered at your high school that connect with Snow College? Students enrolled in career technical education courses can develop valuable real-world technical skills and a strong academic foundation. Over 630 students completed CTE pathways last year in the Central Utah region. Our 35 pathways empower students to explore career options, pursue what they are passionate about, and earn valuable industry certifications. To learn more about these career pathways, talk to your CTE teachers and school counselors today.
With millions of visitors each year to the national and state parks in Garfield County, Garfield Memorial Hospital's world-class staff of doctors and nurses stand ready to help in your time of need, wishing all athletes success on and off the court.
In the scope of a lifetime, 10 minutes may seem like no time at all. But when it comes to suicide, 10 minutes is often long enough to reconsider the decision to end one's own life. If you have a friend or family member who is struggling with suicide or depression, talk to them about temporarily storing their firearms away from their home, because even a 10-minute delay can make a lifetime of difference. Let's help end tragic firearm deaths in Utah.
Brought to you by the Bryce Valley, Escalante, and Penguich Prevention Coalitions.
Hey Mom, I'm going to Sydney.
Hello? What about the fridge?
Welcome back to the Sevier Valley Center, to the South Central Communications GigaFast pregame report. This game features the number 2 ranked in the state, Rich Rebels, and the number 10 in the state, Escalante Moquis. Should be an exciting game.
Tabby.
Yeah. I said Rich. I looked down and saw blue and white, but it's purple and white. Yeah. Making mistakes already. It's too early in the morning, Dustin.
Getting fired up, ready for a full day.
I wondered what that confused look on your face was. You looked out there like, what? Did I prepare for the wrong? No, just me. Just me. Tabby, I'm probably going to do that a lot now. Tabiona comes in ranked number 2 in the state, number 2 in their region, 22. They only allow 33 points a game, one of the best defenses in the state, and they score 48, so they have no problem scoring. That's a high average score for a girls' team in today's age of basketball. Region 20, Escalante, comes in ranked number 4 in region, number 10 in the state. They allow 37 points, so this could be a defensive battle.
Yeah, I know both teams have definitely emphasized they play a lot of man defense. They get after it, get right in your face, a lot of ball pressure, and should be a fun one.
We'll pause for the national anthem, and we'll wrap up the GigaFast in a minute. Run through some of the leading scorers here. First for the visiting Escalante Moquis and their Road Blacks. Maisie Dunton, 3 points a game. Mickey Prowse, 9 points a game. Nadia Griffin, 6.5 points a game. Kenzie Lyman leads the Moquis at 10 points a game. Zoe Torgerson, 5 points a game. And McKinley Cottom, 3.5 points a game. For Tabiona, Gracie Fabrizio, 5 points a game. Cicely Fabrizio, 5 points a game. Abby Rhodes, leading scorer for the Tabiona Tigers, 16 points a game, 12 threes on the season. Madison Rhodes, 7 points a game. Mercedes Rhodes, 4 points a game. And McKinley Strebel, 5 points a game, but 23 threes. She's averaging over 1 a game. The Moquis need to get a handout in Strebel's face.
Yeah, she does a good job shooting the ball. Tell you another one for the Tigers is Abby Rhodes and Maddie Rhodes. They are tough. They do a lot of good work for the Tigers.
Absolutely. This has been your South Central Communications GigaFast pregame report. Sign up for 1 gig internet today. Get a gig and get going.
Guard number 32, McKinney Strebel. And a guard number 23, Gracie Fabrizio.
So the Moquis start with Maisie Dunton, Mickey Prowse, Nadia Griffin, Kenzie Lyman, and
Zoe Torgerson.
Zoe. I was trying to see if it was Zoe or McKinley. A lot of times it's been McKinley out through the season. It is McKinley.
McKinley's down there, and so it's they've got Maisie on the floor
instead of Nadia.
Yes. Yep, going a little smaller. Liking the matchups that way.
And for the Tigers, number 44, Elizabeth, you're going to have to look that name up on your...
Moquis at the tip.
Lyman up top, Mickey Prowse left side, hands to Cottom. It's like a 1-2-2 from the Tigers in that zone defense. Lyman.
Wendover zoned the Moquis a lot yesterday. See if they can get their movement off the ball going.
Well, that looks... Is it a triangle and 2? No. Or is it just a man that's switching? I'm lost, Dustin.
Well, you've got... our numbers are just a little bit messed up on our rosters. But the guard of Tabby, she was back and forth and moving in and out of place. Fabrizio, Gracie, she was making it look a little different, but then the others were chasing. So we'll have to get another look at it next position. Definitely a lot of man principles in there. And corner 3 up and missed. Kenzie's right there for the board. Kenzie's going to be a big part of this game, how she's able to bring the ball to the floor and manage the team. Make sure she doesn't get in foul trouble.
Kenzie's a good leader, good ball handler. Mickey Prowse, the long 2.
She really shot the ball well yesterday and comes right back out, stepping in the SVC and knocking that one down. Good ball movement to get it over and get it to her.
Rhodes from the top of the key for 3 from the Bryce Canyon City three-pointer. She says, I can do that too.
That's right. They sealed down well, Tabby did right there to get her open and got her a lot of space. They just sealed down.
Mickey, left side. Torgerson.
That's Maisie.
Yeah, Maisie.
So Maisie came off the back from the block and curled to the basket. Nice cut. They start in the double blocks down below to try to pop out and get some action moving. Got them a little look.
Rhodes again, that seal on those screens on the high post.
Yeah, the horns action. So you have screeners up on the junctions. You do a million different things with them. And getting a reset here as they try to. Looks like they try to get Abby headed downhill.
Abby Rhodes to the left.
Hard pass, goes out of bounds. Moquis defense doing a good job staying in tight. and taking those drives away as they kept trying to screen the top and get Abby to go downhill. They brought different screeners in, and the Moquis are able to stop that drive.
Right side give and go to the corner. Mickey Prowse to Lyman in the corner. Little jumper, good.
Good movement off ball by Maisie as Tabby's running that man defense. Got some good screens in there.
Maisie had a great game. The last game in the region tournament, I think she had 10 or 12 points in that game. Block shot.
Able to gather the block back up. Did you say you figured out who 44 is?
No, that's what we're still trying to do. It might be on Max Preps, Elizabeth.
Still working that horns action, just screening and looking, and they're jumping up. Escalante's jumping up quick to cut that drive off.
Maisie Dunton with the big rebound. Moquis with a 1-point lead, 4 minutes into the first. Mickey. Oh, caught him wide open as her defender fell down. 3 on the way, just rims over.
Nice boxing out right there by Tabby. They did a good job of digging in and holding her out as McKinley really fought for the ball. Ends up getting a foul called on her.
Strebel with that box out for the Tigers.
Coach Fabrizio is going to make an adjustment and get out of that horns action, going to 1-4 low. Well, they're going to flash up to get a pass to that junction.
Cicely Fabrizio is 44. Oh, they've got her as 32 in the program. Fabrizio, pick and roll, tipped away and stolen back by...
Mickey's got the ball there, but they collapse really well on that pick and roll. As it came open, they hit, but Escalante collapsed well on the ball and able to wall up, make it hard on her.
Lyman picks up her dribble, bounce pass in, taken away.
Abby Rhodes does the favor back, and she jumps that passing lane as the basket cut there. Abby's a good, strong player. Plays good defense.
3 on the way by Rhodes. Got another from the top of the key. Bryce Canyon City three-pointer puts the Tigers up by 2.
Coach Fabrizio makes an adjustment on his defense right here, communicating in how he wants that to look. But Abby, can't let her have her feet set and see the hoop. See, she can shoot that ball well. Zoe was a little late on the closeout.
Lyman looking in to Maisie. 3 for Cottam. That's hard off the back iron. Probably not the shot Coach Cottam looking for this early in the game. And Mickey Prowse gets a foul in the backcourt.
Just staying mentally together. Coach, he's going to call a timeout. Coach Cottam talk about what that looked like as a shot led into a foul, and it was 80 feet away, well, 70 feet away from the basket.
This is a Bear Lake Realty presentation of 1A Championship Basketball on Local 10.TV.
Gifts from Grady Foundation is hosting the Celebrate Life Outdoor Retreat April 29th and 30th. There will be several outdoor activities offered in the area: ATV riding, mountain biking, rappelling, disc golf tournament, and hiking. Come and celebrate life. Love cheese? We do too. Come join our team with a generous benefit package and starting wages over $18 an hour. Are you ready to be an employee owner? Great Lakes Cheese and Fillmore is ready for you. Grow with the largest natural cheese packer in the nation. Full-time positions available for every shift. Apply online at GreatLakesCheese.com. Again, that's GreatLakesCheese.com. Wishing all athletes good luck in the tournaments and eat more cheese.
Moquis stick with the man defense they've been working in. And Zoe pushes through a screen, set up well there by Madison Rhodes. She takes that, she just got into position, and Zoe pushed through it. knocked her down. So 3 fouls so far on the Moquis.
None on the Tigers. And the Moquis don't go very deep on their bench.
No.
They can't afford to get into foul trouble. Crossover by Rhodes, drive, splits the defender, scoops, rims off, rebound. Dunton.
Yep.
Slows it down. Good decision by Dunton. She didn't have numbers. Backs it out, gives it to Kinsey Lyman. They'll reset, regroup, and bounce pass taken away. Knocked out of bounds by Mercedes Rhodes.
Tabby's pressuring up in those lanes tight. Passing and catching, going to have to be on time and get it to the passer as they're moving, not after they've come to a stop like right there.
Pass taken away by Rhodes. And she's fouled by Cottom.
Rhodes finally starting to show us what they've been trying to do. They were trying to get that horns action, get her to the drive, and Escalante was able to cut her off with their help. But the last 2 possessions, she's been able to go down the left side and the right side and get them moving, and that you can see that's a big part of her game.
Abby Rhodes with all 7 of the Tigers' points so far.
Nadia's going to come in for McKinley.
These free throws being brought to you
by GS Electric and Integrated Water Management.
Miss her free throw. Mickey Prowse with the rebound. Dunton looks into Nadia Griffin. Nadia posting up big. You know, that's goes to the ground, knocked down. Tabby wanted to travel. Escalante wants a foul, and Lyman buries the Bryce Canyon City three-pointer to tie up the game.
Fabrizio digs in deep and forces Nadia to kick out, and that kick out, Kenzie doing a good job of getting reset and ready for it, identifying you got to move without that ball.
Sicily Fabrizio, right side. 3 on the way, off the back iron hard. Fabrizio chases it down, knocks it to Rhodes. Abby Rhodes to Fabrizio, fakes the 3, hits the corner to Gracie Fabrizio. Sicily to Gracie. Skip pass cross court to Mercedes Rhodes.
Trying to get themselves reorganized, see how they want to move.
28 seconds to go in this first period. Tabby looking for one last good shot. Blocked by Lyman. Picked up by Rhodes. Little jumper from the elbow.
Abby again. She does a good job. She separated off and drew just enough space to be able to knock that down. Brought to you by Delsco Northwest and Spectra.
That's going to do it for the first quarter, 9-7. You're watching Championship Basketball presented by Great Lakes Cheese on 1aball.com.
Jones & DeMille is much more than civil engineering.
We're shaping the landscape in the rural Intermountain West.
Shaping new opportunities for work and play.
And shaping the communities that we're proud to be a part of.
We're Jones & DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
JT Steel is a custom steel fabricator. It all began with a $2,000 job in 1983, from large projects like the BYU baseball stadium to a customer that needs an angle with a couple holes. Owner and Garfield County Commissioner Jerry Taylor wishes all teams success.
Legacy Ace Hardware and Sporting Goods, 159 North Main in Panguitch. Come in and visit us for all your hardware and sporting goods needs. Legacy Ace Hardware, proudly supporting Utah High School athletics.
This is a Bryce Canyon City presentation of Championship Basketball on Local 10.tv from the Sevier Valley Center. Got a great basketball going here, Dustin. Tabby with a 2-point lead and the ball to start this second quarter.
Both teams playing good strong man defense, helping up off the screens. Tabby setting a lot of high screens so far, looking for some pick and roll action. And they go immediately back into that high screen, trying to get Abby Rhodes downhill.
Fabrizio with a little 15-foot jumper. Sicily, Fabrizio.
When they're able to get down into that drop zone underneath the free throw line, the kickouts, that's where Tabby's been able to get their scores from. Let's see here what the Moquis can do to get moving. Get a little of their action. Trying to get their bigs the ball down low. Those passes, Tabby's just denying everything, especially that first pass away, and doing a great job of it.
Bounce pass in, just knocked away from Rhodes.
There's a miscommunication on their defense, but it worked out because they were able to steal the ball up high underneath. There were a couple wide open. Ball pressure worked out.
Escalante with 3 or 4 early turnovers, passing behind the player, just not getting the timing down, and a foul as Zoe.
Like what Maisie did. There's Zoe set that screen, but Maisie gets the catch off of she pops out off of Zoe's screen, and then she comes and curls hard at it and really put a lot of pressure on the basket. A good way coming out of the quarter break to try to get something going, as like you talked about, those turnovers have been hard on them. Haven't been able to get many attempts yet.
Maisie at the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line makes her first.
Coach Cottom brings Kenzie and Mickey down and has a little communication. They've been miscommunicating on their passes a little bit, and you can see that they're trying to get that ironed out.
Second one good as well. 2-point game, 11-9.
Like seeing Maisie attack and get herself an opportunity to go to the free throw line as she hasn't had an opportunity to score just yet. That got it going for her.
Rhodes defended by Torgerson, and now Dunton switches.
Switching all screens, and they're jumping up quick on them. All high screens anyway.
Fabrizio to Maddie Rhodes. Rebound, pass inside, taken away by Zoe Torgerson.
Is always having a great first half right there. She comes in helping, makes that hard on the initial shot. As Fabrizio gets the offensive rebound, then she gets that pass and just takes it away.
Mickey Prowse, Lyman up top.
Coach caught him getting them reorganized, getting Maisie down lower in the corner.
Kind of a 4-flat offense for the Moquis. Now they're moving.
Yeah, they use the floor to the 4-flat to get the initial movement.
Lyman up the high post, turns, goes to the basket. She's fouled by Rhodes.
Speaking of Rhodes, you got Rhodes nuts and bolts there, cheering on the Rhodes girls there. So they use that 1-4 low action, and they initiate, and then they bring different girls through onto the blocks, trying to drop it into them and get that pass. This time it was Kenzie gets the catch just above the block, and then she's able to activate. Last time they used Zoe to set a down screen, pop Maisie, and then Maisie curled hard with the ball. Good action, getting them going at the basket.
Lyman for the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line, 159 North Main in Panguitch.
Drawing the fouls on shooting has been effective so far for Escalante, as Tabby's only fouled twice, but both of them on the shot, so they've been able to manufacture some points that way.
Taylor Thomas into the game for the Tigers. Rhodes dribbles with the left hand, kicks the corner, three-pointer on the way, short. Rebound goes out of bounds off the Tigers.
Right there, it looked like Mercedes had the offensive rebound, not able to corral it. Tabby's going to extend some pressure up here and see what they can do to disrupt the Moquis. The Moquis have hit a little bit of a rhythm. They started with 3 really high, looking to kind of trap it. Escalante goes over the top of it.
It's a great press break and then a foul on Griffin.
Yeah, they did a nice job of hitting Zoe up and over the top, as they had 3 up and then 1-1. They throw it up over the top to Zoe, so you've got some nice length there, and she made a great job of turning and getting it down to Nadia, and they're giving her a really good look. It's tough sometimes off of those misses. Those immediate fouls come.
Yeah, the frustration from the miss.
Yeah, it turns into a poor decision.
Rhodes with the crossover, pulls up in the paint, no good. Rebound, Tabby kicks it back out, and Rhodes will reset.
Defense is collapsing well and shutting off the paint so far.
Rhodes to Rhodes, blocked by Lyman. Gets her own rebound, put back up, no good. Rebound, back out to the Tigers. Fabrizio for 3 off the back iron. Dutton with the rebound. Torgerson takes it from Dutton, but
they worked together to get that one down, but definitely Maisie had it.
Do you give each of them half on that stat,
so.
Austin, like a sack for a defensive lineman? Yeah.
Kenzie identifies they've got one on the high, one on the low, and then offside. Mickey was there, and it looked like to me she was trying to get Mickey as Mickey was stepping in on the backside. First baseline out of bounds we're going to see out of either team right here.
Lyman lobs it in, just steps on the line. I thought they were going to call the Moquis for the foul. A little bit of contact on that, but the pass is just not crisp from the Moquis.
A little soft so far, a little hesitant.
Another foul on the Tigers.
Catching right there. Zoe did a good job of coming to the ball. If she doesn't finish through that, then the foul doesn't get called, and Tabby's going the other way as they're still working really hard to jump those lanes and turn the Moquis over.
Mickey Prowse puts the Moquis up by 1.
Nice use of the stack out of bounds. Everything's focused on side. Mickey pops out. They hit her for that little 15-footer.
Rhodes to Fabrizio, right side. In the corner, Mercedes Rhodes. Skip pass to the corner to Strebel. Fabrizio. Nice cut without the ball. Gets open, shot off the mark. Zoe Torgerson. Man, I cannot get.
They have a lot of similar.
It's the
with that black hair.
Black
right
hair
there.
and a ponytail, and the first number's a 3. So I'm sorry, Maisie.
Traffic trying to get. They ended up in a double screen. She's trying to get it realigned where she wants them.
She's going to get a 5-second count.
What she sees.
Mickey Prowse, Lyman, 15-foot baseline jumper short. Dives in, tied up, possession Moquis.
Nice job by Kenzie following her shot. She had popped out the help. Fabrizio went in to help. She popped out to that short corner, got herself open, and then she did chase her shot well and able to get a jump ball. So out of this box set, just a nice screen across. That old play's been around for a million years and still works well when you set a good screen.
Lyman, deep 3. Rebound, Tabby. Tabby runs the floor well. Rhodes stops, pops the 3, rims off, rebound for Strebel, and then Griffin with the rebound.
Tabby's really offensive rebounding well. They've given themselves a lot of chance, having a tough time just getting it to fall, but they're really giving themselves a lot of opportunities. A little overload, and then they pop back out of it.
Mickey, as she rolls, takes both defenders in. Griffin on the drop step.
Really nice patience and execution right there. As you talk, the pick and roll shifted the defense a little bit, and then as they pulled them out and away and they resettled, then that Nadia was sealed and open, ready to go.
Rhodes to Fabrizio. High screen from Rhodes. Opens up Fabrizio for 3. Rims off. Rebound. Out of bounds.
Maisie was on the baseline when she touched the ball there as they were going for that. Tabby, they're still that offside. They've always got somebody coming hard to that offside for that rebound. Zoe's really helping out defensively for the Moquis up top. She's able to help off and contest a lot of those deeper shots with her length.
3 on the way. Hard off the back iron. Rebound Lyman. She'll slow it down.
Yeah, she's looked up, looked to see if she could get numbers. Nothing there. Wisely get them back and get them moving. Moquis movement, giving a lot of good looks. They're patient. It's got to take care of that ball as they pass it.
You know, Moquis with a huge upset yesterday. Number 3, number 12, 13. 10 and 7, yeah. That was Milford, I'm thinking. The other team with another red jersey. So the Moquis beat Wendover yesterday.
Tabby defense doing a good job there. Held Moquis clear out of the paint where they've been getting their action, and forced a 3. Little timely substitutions, a lot of time to communicate through this. It's slow. Oh, we got.
Well, you got to stop. Let's read a few of those.
S&J Gines Property, Wheeler Machinery, and JP Steel all supporting the Tigers.
Rhodes to Fabrizio up top. Sicily Fabrizio, number 1 into the game. Miley Strebel.
They were able to finally get down a little deeper and get the Moquis out of position and draw a second foul there on, is that Nadia Griffin.
And Nadia sat out most of the first quarter until Cottam had a foul taken away on the inbounds.
They ran the box set, screen across as well. Kenzie identified it well, jumped in and knocked it loose.
Moquis looking to burn a little time here, get the last shot if they can. Things spread it out, needs to move the ball or dribble. Gets to the line.
Breaks free from Fabrizio. Fabrizio denied her well that last time.
Tendency on a lot of times if you're not spreading the floor well is to kind of bunch up. Well, then it clogs up your offense. It's hard to flow. Taken away, Rhodes lays it up on the other end.
Nice patience by Maddie. She just timed her, watched what was going on, and then got that and went out. You could talk about that clumping, and the movement just wasn't as clean.
Down to Griffin. Bounce pass knocked out of bounds.
You got 10 seconds left here to go. If you're the Moquis, you got to look probably for your quick hitter initially off your action, then try to get that down a little more so they don't let a run out happen on them. Coach Fabrizio's going to get Maddie just a breather right here with 10 seconds left to go. Earn her a few more seconds.
Mickey Prowse. Griffin with the rebound jump ball possession. That's a really, it gives Tabby the ball with 5 seconds, but that really gets the Moquis the ball to start the second half.
As long as Moquis put a good token pressure on and just allow them to have to take some time off and not get a foul on them, then it does work out well to get them the ball back coming out into the third quarter. And she's wide open.
Gets it up, won't go. 14-13 at the half. We'll be back with Southern Utah University after this.
Our Richfield Hotel, located just off Interstate 70, is a short drive from attractions like the Big Rock Candy Mountain, Fremont Indian State Park, Fish Lake National Forest, the Great Western Trail, and the Paiute ATV Trail. Located near the Sevier Valley Center, make the Quality Inn Richfield your home for the tournaments. Don't stress trying to video the games yourself. Relax and enjoy the game. Get your copy of these games on high-definition Blu-ray from RK Siren Video Services. First game only $15 and $10 for each additional game.
Ruby's Inn General Store has the area's widest selection of Indian arts and crafts, curios, and groceries. Located 1 mile from the entrance to Bryce Canyon National Park, Ruby's General Store has what you need.
Fiber Gig Internet. Reliability, fast download, and upload speeds. Connect all of your devices all of the time. Fast, reliable, plus industry-leading Wi-Fi equals the best internet experience. Upgrade to Gig Internet for as little as $7 per month. Fiber Gig Internet from South Central Communications.
Hi, I'm Tori, and I love Southern Utah University. Let me show you why. The classes. The traditions. This is our SUU. Join us.
Larry H. Miller Utah Summer Games is Utah's premier sporting event. The games are hosted by Southern Utah University, and we invite you to be part of the action. Register today and compete in a variety of events, from barrel racing, skeet shooting, basketball, track, arm wrestling, long-range rifle and pistol shooting, ultimate frisbee, horseshoes, swimming, and so much more. Find your event and register today at utahsummergames.org.
What many are calling the best country music dinner show anywhere. Nightly at Bryce Canyon's Ebenezer's Barn and Grill. Live music with some of Nashville's best musicians and singers.
I got a feeling called the blues. Out in the West Texas town of El Paso.
A show that walks you through the history of country music and the history of Bryce Canyon.
Hell of a place to lose a cat.
The show runs every night. That's right, every night, from April to October. Get your tickets now at EbenezersBarnandGrill.com.
Welcome back to the Southern Utah University Halftime Report. You're watching Tabiona and Escalante, the Moquis with a 1-point lead at the half, 14-13 over the Tigers.
Defense of the Moquis has really been heavy paint-oriented. They've been able to keep the Tigers out and away, forced a lot of shots, a lot of threes, and that's been where they've been successful. The one area that they've got to make sure that they clean up on that side if they want to keep the lead is no more offensive rebounds. Tabby's missed some gimmies right there on the offensive rebounds. They've crashed really, really hard. It's been good to watch from the Tigers on that side of it.
Yeah, from the field, Tabby is 5 of 20 overall, 3 of 10 from 2-point land, 2 of 10 from 3-point line. Moquis are 5 of 15, not as many looks. They've had some better looks. They're 4 of 10 from 2-point line, and still just 20%, just like Tabby from the 3-point line, 1 of 5. The Moquis are out rebounding the Tigers, 14-10. That's taken away a few of those offensive sets, and the Moquis have had a couple offensive rebounds as well.
You know, the Moquis offensively, when they're getting stuff going at the rim, they've been able to really take advantage of that, whether it's from the free throw line or getting those finishes, like how their post players are looking to always seal and be available if they can get that catch.
You know, the Moquis are going to have to figure something out with Abby Rhodes. Abby Rhodes with 9 of the 13 points from the Tigers. And maybe you let Abby get her 9 and you shut down everybody else in the second half, and maybe you got a chance to hold out to the victory.
Well, you look at Strebel, you don't want to let her get in going from 3.
Right.
You look at her, Madison Rhodes, you don't want to get her going downhill or something strong. She's a big, strong physical presence. And when she gets rolling at full speed, she's very dangerous. So I think you've got something there in the sense of make sure we can keep her out of the paint as much as we very well can, but she's going to get some.
Yeah. Let her get her few, and if you can shut everybody else down, maybe you got a chance.
You can see Coach Fabrizio's worked hard to try to get her going. They've set 1 million high screens for Abby to get her going, and that's when they have. When they've got her below the free throw line in that drop zone, that's when they've had success scoring.
Yes, sir. Hey, this has been your Southern Utah University Halftime Report. Experience more at SUU. Check them out at www.suu.edu.
Do you want to be part of the action? Utah 1A Basketball is Utah's best show.
Order your shirts today at 1aball.com.
We encounter real life every day. Your daughter got into the school of her choice, but there's no scholarship. A home equity line of credit from State Bank of Southern Utah might be just for you. Don't let her miss out on her dream school. Contact a loan officer today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Big Star Transportation, new to the Basin area, specializing in hauling fuel, crude, and water, now hiring Class A CDL drivers for all locations. With competitive pay and great benefits, come join our Big Star team at BigStarTrucking.com.
If the idea of owning your own home in beautiful Bear Lake sounds like more than your finances can handle, visit the experts at Bear Lake Realty to learn how you can make it happen. Gary and Amber McKee at Bear Lake Realty can show you how to buy a home and rent it out, so it pays for itself while you enjoy it some of the time as well. And soon, you'll have your own place in the Caribbean of the Rockies. No one knows the market better, and no one else serves you better than Bear Lake Realty.
Blackburn Propane is a family-owned company. We've been in business for 31 years. Full-service propane company servicing all of central and southern Utah and parts of Nevada and Arizona. We don't just service one, we service all.
Bryce Canyon City is your destination for adventure. Cruise the miles of scenic trails on e-bikes, ATVs, horses, mountain bikes, or on foot. Let us take your breath away with a stunning array of winter activities, the rodeo, shopping for memorable souvenirs, world-class stargazing, and of course, the majestic Bryce Canyon National Park. Make Bryce Canyon City your next stop for an unforgettable adventure. All the amenities the city can provide. Visit BryceCanyonCityUT.gov.
Bryce Canyon Half Marathon, 13.1 miles of fun. The race starts at Bryce Canyon City, runs through Bryce Canyon National Park, and finishes in Cannonville. Early registration is open now. Race runs the second Saturday in July.
Hi, I'm Dustin Shakespeare, the Central Region Pathways Coordinator. Do you know what pathways are offered at your high school that connect with Snow College? Students enrolled in career technical education courses can develop valuable real-world technical skills and a strong academic foundation. Over 630 students completed CTE pathways last year in the Central Utah region. Our 35 pathways empower students to explore career options, pursue what they are passionate about, and earn valuable industry certifications. To learn more about these career pathways, talk to your CTE teachers and school counselors today.
With millions of visitors each year to the national and state parks in Garfield County, Garfield Memorial Hospital's world-class staff of doctors and nurses stand ready to help in your time of need, wishing all athletes success on and off the court.
In the scope of a lifetime, 10 minutes may seem like no time at all. But when it comes to suicide, 10 minutes is often long enough to reconsider the decision to end one's own life. If you have a friend or family member who is struggling with suicide or depression, talk to them about temporarily storing their firearms away from their home, because even a 10-minute delay can make a lifetime of difference. Let's help end tragic firearm deaths in Utah.
Brought to you by the Bryce Valley, Escalante, and Panguitch Prevention Coalitions.
Welcome back to the Sevier Valley Center. You're watching 1A State Championship Basketball presented by Ruby's Inn on KSLSports.com.
Coming out of half, I think Moquis have got to look and make sure that they're aware of their turnovers turning into transition, getting those Tigers up and going. Tigers want to score and see how they can manage that.
It's going to get a 5-second count. Whoa.
Tabby on the other side. How can they turn them over and get some of those, get Abby Rhodes getting out in transition?
Dunton with a little turnaround jumper, chases it down, almost saves it in.
Love her effort. She went from one left side all the way to the right side to have a chance to tip that back in.
Yeah, Maisie Dunton always works hard.
You got Tabby coming down the floor here. Jared and Tanya Peterson and Giles Glass, Norma Amon and Barton Racing all cheering them on, start the second half as they miss that first shot, but get that offensive rebound we talked about. Rebounds are going to be huge here in the second half for both teams. Who can hold the team to one and done?
Abby Rhodes puts that up and in.
Tabby looking to speed him up a little bit, put a little full court pressure on, looked like a diamond. It doesn't run like a traditional diamond, but it definitely up and causing some problems.
Lyman Rhodes all over Lyman defensively, not giving her an inch.
Yeah, they had a conversation how they want to take her out of facilitating.
Great job by Cottom. She's going out of bounds. She turns and throws the ball back in off of Strebel out of bounds.
Nice effort right there. Get a little fired up and compete. Tough spot to inbound the ball from right there.
Taken away by Rhodes. Jump ball.
Nice job by Mickey identifying that Fabrizio had turned with her, just the ball in her chest, going in with two hands, tying her up tight, and earning that one back because that was a tabby ball.
Yeah.
So next go around, Moquis will be able to get it back. So got an extra possession out of that effort.
It's always amazing to me the increased number of jump balls in a girls' game versus a boys' game. You may go a boys' game and not call one jump ball. In a girls' game, you may have 15. Left side, Fabrizio, Rhodes, high screen, both sides, goes right, moving screen.
Got her on the moving screen. They were looking for that.
If she just holds her footing, she's fine, but she pivots early.
And that gets that moving screen called right there on Tabias. They're really working hard to set those high screens and get their Tigers downhill. Still looking at that low pressure. Escalante using a little bit of a two-guard.
Oh, Maisie Dunton wide open. If Zoe can turn, three-pointer on the way. It's going to be short.
College line got in Kenzie's way right there. Wrong blue line. She was way back. Zoe, nice flash high post. And they hit her. Like I said, turn, look underneath. Maisie had flashed to the block. Tabby coming down the floor. Coles, Triple L trucking. Joy and Heather. It's Jay and Heather Van Tassel cheering on the Tigers.
Fabrizio passes behind Rhodes, but Gracie Fabrizio there to pick it up. Strebel, long three, won't go. Rebound, Mickey Prowse.
Escalante had helped way down deep, plugging off that middle. Had a long closeout, able to hold that to a one and done with a rebound.
Bounce pass into Maisie Dunton. Little turnaround jumper won't go. Cottom puts the rebound back up. Maisie gets a second look and puts it in.
And that's an area the Moquis got him going against Wendover yesterday, is those offensive putbacks. And you can see right there, that was a big one for him to get those two offensive rebounds.
Yeah, 3 offensive chances that time. 3 shots at the basket for the Moquis. Fabrizio, high screen from Rhodes, or screen from Rhodes in the corner. Cicely Fabrizio.
Really having a front and back side on Madison Rhodes. They're really focusing on trying to take it away. She comes and lifts to get herself down in. Nice call by Coach Fabrizio. She lifts up and out and gets a screen. That a lot of times frees you up.
Yeah, that was a great pick and roll. Rims out and over the back.
Beautiful up and under by Fabrizio right there. That, just like you said, just didn't fall. But the presence, McKinley, she's come out. She got that offensive rebound, worked hard there, got the tip back in. And then right there, drew the over the back. She's going to go get a break as Nadia comes back in the game.
That's 3 fouls on Madison Rhodes.
Here comes that full court press. They've upped it up a little bit. You look how they bring everybody up. And they try to jump you right there.
Little contact there, no call. Lyman splits the defender, scoops it up with the right hand.
Roy Williams will be proud. Get it to a guard and get him down the floor. That's the best way to break a press if you got the guard power to do it.
Fabrizio.
And Madison this time stays put. And Zoe goes through the screen. And so they call a foul there. So here in the third quarter, that screen up there has got a foul on Tabby, and then it's got one on Escalante. Draws the second on Zoe.
Madison's got to be super careful if Coach Fabrizio not going to pull her out of the game with her 3 fouls.
Yeah, she's a key piece in that game.
Taken away by the Moquis. Cross court, Lyman double steps 2 times, lays it up and in.
Kenzie running out and ahead wide. She stayed clear 16 feet away. So that pass would be easy for Maisie to make. Maisie identified she was losing control well. Way to push up in transition right there.
Crossover, Rhodes steps between the defenders. Ball loose, tied up, jump ball, possession, Moquis.
And that's where that tie up when Tabby had it earlier, comes back to pay. That earns Moquis a possession right there. Tabby's working hard here, still going to press up. It looks kind of like it's got some run and jump principles to it.
Mickey gets it across half court and gets it back to Kinsey Lyman. Largest lead of the game for the Moquis, 20-15. Lyman isolated on Fabrizio. Torgerson inside Lyman, drop steps left. Good defense that time. And a reach-in foul on, they're going to go on Nadia or Mickey.
Maddie, she's making a big effort right here. She's competing hard, and like I said, she needs to be aware, but she's going to the ball hard.
That's Nadia Griffin's third foul. That's a big foul for the Moquis as well.
Foul trouble's going to come into play here as we come down the stretch of the game.
This possession by the Tigers brought to you by Ben and Kim Park and Dustin Webb and Jackie Hagman in the corner. Fabrizio double dribble. Another turnover by the Tigers. Uncharacteristic turnovers for the Tigers. Usually a super clean ball handling team. Lyman dribbles past the defenders.
Here comes the jump. There it is. They managed it well. Kenzie did a good job with that.
Torgerson, 15-footer, rims off. Rebound Fabrizio.
A little tackling going down on the offside the ball.
Prowse with foul. Go ahead.
The pressure of Tabiona is starting to speed this game up. Escalante's been very patient on the offensive end. Tabby's been plenty patient. But that pressure, you can see it's got Escalante out in transition, and now it's getting Tabby out in transition. It's changing the momentum of this game, and that's what Coach Fabrizio's asking out of it.
Madison Rhodes makes her first from Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. How about some of those more of those sponsors from Tabby?
Yeah, Defa Lodging, Giles Diesel Auto, Big G on 40, Hannah Haven, A&W Pharmacy, Sinclair, all cheering on the Tabby Tigers, and we're going to get a timeout right here.
This is the state championship basketball presented by Legacy Ace Hardware in Panguitch, 159 North Main.
Tabby call that.
Tabby timeout. We'll be back.
Hey Mom, I'm going to Sydney.
Hello? What about the fridge?
Gifts from Grady Foundation is hosting the Celebrate Life Outdoor Retreat April 29th and 30th. There will be several outdoor activities offered in the area: ATV riding, mountain biking, rappelling, disc golf tournament, and hiking. Come and celebrate life. JT Steel is a custom steel fabricator. It all began with a $2,000 job in 1983, from large projects like the BYU baseball stadium to a customer that needs an angle with a couple holes. Owner and Garfield County Commissioner Jerry Taylor wishes all teams success.
This presentation of state championship basketball is brought to you by State Bank of Southern Utah.
Escalante stretching that press out a little bit, so it's pulling the three up, stretching them out a little more. They go to the middle of it.
And a late whistle after the crowd reaction.
Yeah, it was interesting. As we watched it develop, you saw the contact and the hit, and it was almost like the official was having to process it. And then when Maisie hit the floor so hard and there was such a response from the crowd, then the whistle blew.
And it seemed like it was the right call.
Yeah.
It was just late.
Right. Escalante used a good quick stack. As Tabby, they're pressuring up. They've been in passing lanes all game long, but they've changed the pressure, especially extending it down into the full court.
Little turnaround jumper won't go. Rebound Nadia Griffin puts it up off the glass and in.
Love the power dribble, but the action early, the down screen to pop out. They're using everybody in the blocks. They all have nice drop steps that they developed. That's getting them. But then the offside rebound, huge. Good job by Nadia to be there.
And I love, as a as a former big man, I love the power dribble to get your body square, get you away. You don't see a power dribble enough in basketball anymore.
Yeah, that was huge. That made a big difference. That's one way to get your dribble back.
Pass it off your own teammate. Lyman takes it in, draws a foul, out of bounds.
It's nice patience as she works her way down the floor. Maisie staying engaged with hers, taking her defender away, and able to draw that foul there. Kenzie, good to see her getting some penetration. I was looking for a down screen to happen again because it was taking some time to pop and get somebody for Kenzie to pass the ball to.
Pass it into Griffin after the screen, back to Lyman, dribbles baseline, shot up over the top, and Torgerson's fouled, and that is going to be the 4th foul on Madison Rhodes. That is huge. And Jake Fabrizio, he needs Maddie on the floor. You're dancing that line.
Looks like they're going to call it on Abby.
Okay, that's a good break for Tigers.
So Zoe on that offensive rebound, going the offside first. That's where 70% of your rebounds come from, so nice eye there. But as she's coming down, she can feel that foul. Throwing the ball up and getting a shot attempt gets her back at the line to where, with all the collapsing of Tabby on that rebound, it's unlikely she's able to get that finish otherwise.
Right.
But like the heads up right there, feeling it, having the strength to get a good shot attempt so that it gets her to the free throw line.
At the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line, Torgerson's second one on the way. Rims in, she makes them both. Largest lead of the game for the Moquis, 24-17. And you can see Tabby starting to feel the stress, the pressure. Long three, rims off. Lyman with the rebound.
Yeah, the pressure's starting to mount a little bit on the higher seeded team.
Torgerson right side. Griffin there, drop steps right. Squares herself up, gets her own rebound. Power dribble, up, won't go. Rebound.
Oh, she did it again.
And there's her 4th foul.
Maddie, good job. Maddie is, with 3 fouls, she's really played well down this third quarter, being able to play that way. She rebounds. She's still working really, really hard, but she's playing a good, clean game and not getting hung up there. As Tabby comes down the floor, we've got the Sinclair, GT Enterprise, Tabby Trucking, Darren Channa Jenkins, KW Tools, Wasey Giles. Another bunch really supporting the Tigers.
On the right wing, Fabrizio. Pass in, taken away by Torgerson, gets it to Lyman. 20 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Great job getting walled up and in the way as they had a wide open teammate down below who they were trying to dump to, but the length of Zoe and her teammate, I didn't see who was by her, just walled up and took the vision clear away.
Torgerson at the buzzer, got it!
Got to shoot him to make them. Zoe right there, able to knock that one down.
And normally she doesn't take that shot because it wasn't a great shot, but for somehow it goes in at the quarter. 26-17 Moquis. This presentation of state championship basketball is brought to you by State Bank of Southern Utah on 1aball.com.
Love cheese? We do too. Come join our team with a generous benefit package and starting wages over $18 an hour. Are you ready to be an employee owner? Great Lakes Cheese in Fillmore is ready for you. Grow with the largest natural cheese packer in the nation. Full-time positions available for every shift. Apply online at GreatLakesCheese.com. Again, that's GreatLakesCheese.com. Wishing all athletes good luck in the tournaments and eat more cheese.
Jones and DeMille is much more than civil engineering.
We're shaping the landscape in the rural Intermountain West.
Shaping new opportunities for work and play.
And shaping the communities that we're proud to be a part of.
We're Jones and DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
You're watching 1A State Championship Basketball presented by Quality in Richfield on 1aball.com. Make Quality in Richfield your home away from home for the tournament. Tiger ball here at the Sevier Valley Center in this quarterfinal game. Start of the fourth quarter. They trail by 9 after the made basket by Zoe Torgerson. Just knew the time was short, kind of flips it towards the basket and nothing but net.
Huge momentum boost right there. Tabby had a good quarter break here. Coach Fabrizio, I'm sure, talked about how they want to make sure they speed the Moquis up and then get to the free throw line or get to the basket. And right here, bringing Masson into a high pick and roll as Escalante, looks like to me, has changed their defense, I think, out of this possession right here.
Fabrizio, Escalante switching on those high screens.
Yep.
And
they didn't change it. They're just doing a lot of switching, like you said.
Fabrizio for 3 off the and a foul on Mickey Prowse.
Got to wait until she comes all the way down. She's a shooter until she hits the ground, and Mickey followed through that a little bit far.
So she'll get 3 shots at the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
So DCM Trucking, Creative Stitch Design, UN Precision, they're all looking to see these free throws be dropped by Fabrizio. Coach caught him. He's having a discussion on how that one was called. It's a huge call. Has a big impact on the game here. You got Terry and Chris Hughes, Ray Thomas, Shiloh and Heather Rhodes. Thought the Moquis defense did a good job forcing that deep shot like they've been doing all game long. And Mickey just following through just a little bit longer than she needed to and made that contact, gave the official the opportunity to make that call. Bob and Renee Park, Giants Cupcakes, and Chuck's Meats all want to see that one fall, but they get an offensive. Well, they had an offensive rebound, but Maisie took it back. Abby had slipped around her.
Tell you what, Maisie Dunton is having a great game.
She really is.
How many rebounds, Ozzy? 9 rebounds in the game.
Maisie Dunton. She is just clearing the glass.
Lyman works it around, takes it all the way in. Rebound Rhodes.
That was beautiful, well done. She worked until she got her head and shoulders, and then the help never came. Abby returns the favor, Abby Rhodes.
And jump ball possession, Moquis.
That missed. The Moquis were coming down transition. Abby just outran them all and got herself a nice little 8-footer. The jump ball favors the Moquis on this one. Tabby's going to extend back up, bringing all 3 back up and not stretching like they did earlier.
Into Cottom for Lyman.
Nice having the ball handler in Kenzie. They get it back to her. Maisie stayed under control, knew he could get it to her. Oh, miscommunication there.
You know, Torgerson's head goes to the floor instead of keeping her eyes up. That pass, when you've got the defender like a Gracie Fabrizio on your point guard, you've got to keep your eye towards the ball because at some point Lyman is going to need an outlet.
Right there, and she looked for it, and Mickey gratefully dove on it and got it back for a jump ball because it was a full turnover. And so just the effort right there helps you get another possession back that wasn't yours because it was cleanly turned over.
Fabrizio pulls up, 18-footer, top of the key, off the right side. Lyman with the rebound for the Moquis. On the board so far since the half, the Moquis have been dominant.
Just really boxing out hard. Everybody's in position, and they're just attacking the ball very well. Coming out strong here in the fourth quarter.
4 flat for the Moquis. Mickey Prowse comes out, gets the ball.
They're up high in those lanes, and right there she's trying to jump that. And that'll be 6 team fouls on the Tigers. Tabby's defense up tight.
Timeout on the floor. You're watching a Larry H. Miller Utah Summer Games presentation of 1A State Championship Basketball. Register today at utahsummergames.org.
Legacy Ace Hardware and Sporting Goods, 159 North Main in Panguitch. Come in and visit us for all your hardware and sporting good needs. Legacy Ace Hardware, proudly supporting Utah high school athletics.
Our Richfield Hotel, located just off Interstate 70, is a short drive from attractions like the Big Rock Candy Mountain, Fremont Indian State Park, Fish Lake National Forest, the Great Western Trail, and the Paiute ATV Trail. Located near the Sevier Valley Center, make the Quality Inn Richfield your home for the tournaments. Don't stress trying to video the games yourself. Relax and enjoy the game. Get your copy of these games on high-definition Blu-ray from RK Siren Video Services. First game only $15, then $10 for each additional game.
You're watching a Garcane Energy presentation of 1A State Championship Basketball on Local10.tv. Garcane Energy, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Moquis ball off the timeout.
Having a tough time getting it in bounds. That stack didn't move quite enough, and everybody got stagnant.
Another takeaway by the Tigers.
Coach Fabrizio came in full denial right there and did a good job. Good adjustment by the Tigers coming out of that timeout.
You know, the adjustment from Coach Cottom to put Zoe Torgerson on to Rhodes. Long two, rims off, rebound. Rhodes up and in. She says and one to the ref.
She let him have it. She did a good job attacking. You know, she wants to score. That's going to have to be a big point of emphasis as she's
cuts that lead to 5, 2-possession game.
Have clean screens, good spacing. This is Escalante spacing. They use the whole floor. They're in and out. Nobody has an exact spot, but they love to set and try to get them right there on the block.
Dunton's shot won't go, and rebound by Rhodes. Madison Rhodes.
Two-possession game right here.
You know, Tabby capable of putting a lot of points on the board in a hurry. 5-point lead, or they trail by 5. That's not an insurmountable.
There goes your 3. That can cut it quick, and it does. She's been looking for that, and she can shoot it. She knocks it down from the corner. Good patience by Tabby as they work together and knock it. Find her. The help came off of her. Found her in the corner. Her feet were set.
We'll be back after this.
Ruby's Inn General Store has the area's widest selection of Indian arts and crafts, curios, and groceries. Located 1 mile from the entrance to Bryce Canyon National Park, Ruby's General Store has what you need.
This presentation of state championship basketball is brought to you by South Central Communications on 1aball.com. The made Bryce Canyon City three-pointer by Gracie Fabrizio cuts that lead to 2. Tabiona has the momentum.
And they're going to pull their pressure back just a little bit. Now they're coming up. They're having a little tough time how they want to communicate what they want to do with their pressure.
Tigers, go ahead.
Using Kenzie to inbound so they can get it back to her. Nice job in transition, but this falls out. They move the ball up the floor well. Tabby's able to turn them, speed them up enough that it goes out of bounds. Good job by Tabby.
And the Moquis got the exact look they wanted. That bounce pass from Lyman just doesn't come up high to give Griffin a good opportunity to go score that ball.
Back into that Horns look, Tabby does. Lots of screens on top.
3 in the corner for Fabrizio. Can she make it 2? No. Fabrizio with the rebound and a jump ball.
Yep, he did. That's going to be a Moquis ball as Maisie doing a good job. She doesn't get the rebound, so what does she do? She goes and gets a jump ball. She went in with 2 hands. Did a great job there. So you watch this, Escalante, they use Kenzie, the ball handler, to inbound it, and then they usually look back to get it to her. No screens there, so it's getting pretty stagnant.
Comes in from the backside, knocked away. Madison Rhodes with the hustle knocks the ball away.
Nice job by Tabby denying that and just really making it hard. Maddie's been working hard to develop that call. There wasn't from this angle a whole lot, but she read into it. She's been owning that and getting that call set up, so both teams will be in the 1-and-1 from here on out.
30-second timeout. Moquis will take one as well. This is Jones and DeMille Engineering presentation of 1A Championship Basketball on Local10.tv.
Fiber Gig Internet. Reliability, fast download, and upload speeds. Connect all of your devices all of the time. Fast, reliable, plus industry-leading Wi-Fi equals the best internet experience. Upgrade to gig internet for as little as $7 per month. Fiber gig internet from South Central Communications.
Ruby's Inn General Store has the area's widest selection of Indian arts and crafts, curios, and groceries. Located 1 mile from the entrance to Bryce Canyon National Park, Ruby's General Store has what you need.
You're watching 1A Championship Basketball presented by Southern Utah University on KSLSports.com.
Tabby Tigers working right here to close the gap. They can take the lead with a three. They've used the horns action to get a couple corner threes. See if they go back to it. They don't. They just go to the high screen and a size up by Abby. A little change there, putting Abby on the block.
Torgerson, if she just keeps her hands up, it's probably not going to be a foul, but she brings those arms down. And that's the fourth foul as it sends Rhodes to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line with a chance to tie it up.
Yep, that'll have an impact there as we go to the free throw line. Jed and Robin Fabrizio and Hannah and Hilton Cafe, Bar and Mercantile. They want to see these drop and tie this game up. Locked and loaded. Leon and Ginger Casper and Moon Lake Electricity. They'd like to see this game tied. Abby's able to drop that in, like it by Coach Fabrizio. Getting the call, he puts his main scorer down on the blocks, gets her the ball. Key to draw, foul, or score, and she's able to tie it up.
Ties it up, and the Moquis, it's probably based on...
Now Zoe sets the screen, gets ran over, and she draws it. She's been shooting the free throw as well, so she returns the favor. And nice job setting that screen.
Slow to get up.
And that's Abby Rose that caught it. So now the rule, you look at the rule the way it reads in the rule book, they have to have time to turn, and she had time to turn around and catch that, see that screen coming, and that you do have to do. So I thought both were going to be 1-1, but is that just the sixth, I guess?
That's just the sixth.
So that has an impact. Coach Fabrizio.
Timeout, Tabiona. We'll take one as well. You're watching a Bryce Canyon Half Marathon presentation of championship basketball.
Hi, I'm Tori, and I love Southern Utah University. Let me show you why. The classes.
The traditions. This is our SUU. Join us.
Don't stress trying to video the games yourself. Relax and enjoy the game. Get your copy of these games on high-definition Blu-ray from RK Siren Video Services. First game only $15 and $10 for each additional game.
Hey, this has been a great game. Just watched RK Siren Video Services ad there. Hey, all these games are available on high-definition Blu-ray. Give our Rod Siren a call.
A lot of time left in this game. Foul trouble's coming to play. Timeout management. Both teams with just 2 timeouts left.
Griffin down low from Lyman.
Kenzie sees it so well. Nice action to get her to the high post catch and turn and face while Tabby's so high up. And having your post players there for that catch and finish. Good. That's going to foul her out.
Well, that's just her fourth.
No, it's not.
Oh, no, they give it to Zoe. The official pointed this way like it was going, the ball was going towards.
Yes, he did. But he was confused on what he was doing. He's so rattled. The timeout, Coach Fabrizio called a good timeout and made sure he wanted that same call. He managed that very well. And he's able to get that. And Maddie Rhodes, she's got that foul. She's drawn 3 of those on Zoe this game. And so Madison has had a huge impact on this game, the way she's managed herself and drawn that. She sets a solid screen and she just goes down. Sets a solid screen and goes down, and right there she does that. And she's going to get herself to the line here in a 2-point game.
Torgerson has done a great job defensively on Abby Rhodes. I started to talk about that earlier. The 1-1 chased down by the Tigers, and it's out of bounds off of Abby Rhodes. But the job defensively
has had a monster impact on this game, and her help side is there. It'll be interesting to see how it works. He's always had a great game.
Inbounds to to
Mickey.
Little contact, no call. Ball goes the other way. Lyman sweeps it out. Bounds.
Great hustle by Kenzie Lyman coming down and punching that back out. As the turnover happened, Maisie just got a little bit stretched out, expecting a foul to be called. Didn't come her way. Good job by Kenzie to hustle and punch it back out. And good job by Tabby to turn them over up there at half court.
Bounce pass in, shot up and in off the glass. Cross up. That's that defensive loss by Zoe Torgerson. Her on the bench, getting the man
got the screen, rotation. Opened up, came wide open just right like they wanted to. Tabby took advantage of it. So
that looked like that went off of.
It sure did.
Madison Rhodes, but
Tabby doing a good job. They've got a tie ball game. They've worked hard to get it back to this point. Coach Fabrizio makes the communication, wants another high screen.
Rhodes takes it all the way in, won't go. That's out of bounds off of Griffin.
Rhodes rejects that screen, and it really opened her up instead of trying to go off it. Hasn't done that a lot this game. Got her down the lane. Coach Fabrizio, he's going to go right back to it. See what he can get. He gets the box set up. They all space out and bring her off ball. Abby off ball, and the Moquis guarded it well.
Fabrizio jumper in the paint short. Nadia Griffin with the rebound. Lyman will bring it across half court. Tie ball game's 28.
Tabby backing their pressure off a little bit here when it turns tie, not one to send them down the rim again. Kenzie organizes. It's that 1-4 low action moving a little bit.
Bounce pass in. Mickey Prowse fakes right, goes left, shot up, won't go. Caught him with the rebound. Nope, taken away. Griffin comes up with the ball and it rolls in.
Beautiful effort. All Moquis going after the ball, but just the initial action to get that bounce pass in the post was tough to get it going.
3-point shot on the way for Fabrizio. Bryce Canyon City three-pointer, and Coach Fabrizio calls a timeout. As the Tigers take the 1-point lead, you're watching Championship Basketball, brought to you by Blackburn Propane on 1aball.com.
Larry H. Miller Utah Summer Games is Utah's premier sporting event. The games are hosted by Southern Utah University, and we invite you to be part of the action. Register today and compete in a variety of events, from barrel racing, skeet shooting, basketball, track, arm wrestling, long-range rifle and pistol shooting, ultimate frisbee, horseshoes, swimming, and so much more. Find your event and register today at utahsummergames.org.
What many are calling the best country music dinner show anywhere. Nightly at Bryce Canyon's Ebenezer's Barn and Grill. Live music with some of Nashville's best musicians and singers.
I got a feeling called the blues. Out in the West Texas town of El Paso.
A show that walks you through the history of country music and the history of Bryce Canyon.
Hell of a place to lose a cat.
The show runs every night. That's right, every night, from April to October. Get your tickets now at Ebenezer'sBarnandGrill.com.
Lead. Welcome back to Superior Valley Center. 1:25 to go. Tabby at the time before the timeout with the 3-point basket took a 1-point lead for their first lead in the game since just before half.
Yeah. So Escalante last time lost success getting it down on the blocks. They got to get that post touch. That gets those offensive rebounds going for them with the drop steps. Got quite a battle going on.
A lot of fighting down low on that. And
official comes in and fixes it. The baseline official was watching the bounce, chose not to see what was going on. Good job by the upper official. See.
You know, and I'm okay with the swim technique to get through the low post. When they're coming across the top and slapping down on your shoulders,
and that's when it gets wild.
That's a lot of physicality on that low post. Inbounds to Cottom. Pass inside. Maisie Dunton is fouled.
Maisie's coming off, so they ran a lot of cross action to get him open on the baseline, and it hits in the corner. And then Maisie from the offside flashes. McKinley looks to dump her the ball. And as they both come in, they come up with a foul right there.
Abby Rhodes with her 4th foul.
Got a minute left here to go.
Maisie Dunton shooting a 1-and-1 from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
So you got to be communicating what defense you want to be in right here and what it looks like. Down 1 with 50 seconds. What's your situations? How do you manage them, both offensive and defensively? Abby Rhodes is a good one to have the ball in the hands. She handles it so well. Kenzie comes over the top of her and gets that foul. So nice job by Tabby. They get the ball, their best ball handler, and really she's a great free throw shooter. And she just took care of it and drew that early foul.
Abby Rhodes 3 of 4 from Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. We got a few more these Tabby sponsors. Holy smokes, there's a lot of sponsors up in Tabby.
It's fun to see them supporting the Tigers like they do.
Nature First, Levi and Janny Gines, Cole Giles, Ranch, Dale and Linda Gines, Peter and Claudia Patella, John Leffler, Rowdy Rhodes, Casey Riddle, Judd and Wendy Roberts, The Pit, Stetson Stewart, Eric and Chrissy
Reynoldsson, yep.
Austin Bagley, Gerald and McKenna Van Tassel, Tires to You, Mondi and Sue Nay, Max Meat, Sagebrush Inn, Sean and Haley Ficklin, Hannah Country Store, Spencer Turnbow, Wyatt Fabrizio, Craig Thomas, Jacob Hughes, Gail Bagley, Mike and Sherilyn Arnold, Shantia Allred, Haiti Freestone, Peyton Lazenby, Tom Rhodes, Jerry Turnbow, Alfeda Giles, Lance Webb, Jacob Freestone, Matt Freestone, Gage Riley, Jake Fabrizio, Chase Bratcher, Jessup and Lucy Van Tassel, Sam Rhodes, Joe Johnson, Justin Clyde, Tim Tito, Kelton Iverson, Jake Gines, and Marty Thomas. Holy smokes, a lot of great people up in the Tabby area.
Cheering on their Tigers right here as Abby gets one more free throw. Like the timeout here by Coach Cottom. He can talk about how he wants to attack the basket. Whether they're up 2 or 3, there's tons of time. So they're down 3. How do they want to attack it? Tabby puts a little token pressure up. They've changed their pressure. It's very token oriented.
Lyman jump stop, pops the 3 off the back iron, and a rebound foul.
That might be on Abby Rhodes. It is.
And that's her 5th foul.
She will go out. I like the quick shot. Escalante's had a lot of success getting offensive rebounds. Quick shot gets that going for them and puts Nadia to the line. See if she can close this gap. 31 seconds to both coaches. How do you want to manage this? Do you want to foul and win with one possession game? I always like to look to see if you can steal the ball. 20 seconds is still a ton of time, so you don't have to foul until down in that area. If you're on offense, who's your free throw shooters, and make sure they're the ones with the ball. And if you have any non-free throw shooters, keep it out of their hands.
Griffin, 2 big clutch free throws, cuts that lead to 1 on the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
Free throws will come into play, so see if you can turn them over. Coach Fabrizio, I think that's his last timeout. It is his last timeout, so that's going to come big here with 30 seconds left to go in the game.
Hey, you're watching a Bryce Canyon City presentation of championship basketball on Local10.tv and 1aball.com.
Do you want to be part of the action? Utah 1A Basketball is Utah's best show.
Order your shirts today at 1aball.com.
We encounter real life every day. Your daughter got into the school of her choice, but there's no scholarship. A home equity line of credit from State Bank of Southern Utah might be just for you. Don't let her miss out on her dream school. Contact a loan officer today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Big Star Transportation, new to the Basin area, specializing in hauling fuel, crude, and water, now hiring Class A CDL drivers for all locations. With competitive pay and great benefits, come join our Big Star team at bigstartrucking.com.
All right, folks, welcome back to Sevier Valley Center. 31 seconds to go in the ball game. Tabby ball lobs over the top, taken away by Griffin.
Nice job by Coach Cotton putting the rover in the back right there.
And a foul.
She got the dribble right there. Tabby was wanting to travel, but Maisie got a hung-up dribble, and that sends her to the free throw line. So right there, they come out in the press. Escalante does. They bring everybody up in man, but they put nobody on the ball, and they put a rover back. And that deep pass, the rover, which is Nadia Griffin, was able to go get that because of the placement of where they put her instead of putting her on the ball.
Tie game, clutch free throw from Maisie after missing her previous free throw about a minute ago.
Good mental toughness to come back and forget anything that's in the past. You just got to play present. So now, if you're Escalante, tie ball game, what do you do defensively? What does that look like? And if you're Tabby, who do you get the ball without Abby on the floor?
Fabrizio. Wide open underneath. Almost out of bounds. Fabrizio lobs.
Escalante's defense is shifting a ton, and they've got a bump foul on Cotton there.
You know, that's a tough call. That's not what Coach Cotton wants to see, and Cotton just kind of, her momentum carried her into
a slight bump
into Mercedes Rhodes. Mercedes Rhodes has not scored in the game, has not shot a free throw, so
she's going to get two of them right here.
In the double bonus.
Coach Cotton sees how he wants to deal with that. You got 11 seconds left to go. You got to make sure you have your boxing out assignments in place. Who's pinching and who's got the shooter, and what does that look like? And then with 11 seconds, how do you manage that if you get this? And she makes it.
Clutch free throw for Mercedes. Inbounds to Mickey Prowse, 9 seconds. Where's Lyman for the ball?
They face guarded her the whole way so far.
Mickey Prowse shot up, won't go. A jump ball, but possession will be
got a fist up. You got a fist up.
Oh, it is a foul. Ball game.
Called it now. We had a foul. Interesting. This has been an interesting officiated game there.
How do you raise your fist with the... That's an interesting call.
He might have got confused.
He was a little confused. He must have not whistled. The clock buzzer whistled first. Hey, we'll be back with the Ruby's In post-game report after this.
If the idea of owning your own home in beautiful Bear Lake sounds like more than your finances can handle, visit the experts at Bear Lake Realty to learn how you can make it happen. Gary and Amber McKee at Bear Lake Realty can show you how to buy a home and rent it out, so it pays for itself while you enjoy it some of the time as well. And soon, you'll have your own place in the Caribbean of the Rockies. No one knows the market better, and no one else serves you better than Bear Lake Realty.
Blackburn Propane is a family-owned company. We've been in business for 31 years. Full-service propane company servicing all of central and southern Utah and parts of Nevada and Arizona. We don't just service one, we service all.
Bryce Canyon City is your destination for adventure. Cruise the miles of scenic trails on e-bikes, ATVs, horses, mountain bikes, or on foot. Let us take your breath away with a stunning array of winter activities, the rodeo, shopping for memorable souvenirs, world-class stargazing, and of course, the majestic Bryce Canyon National Park. Make Bryce Canyon City your next stop for an unforgettable adventure. All the amenities the city can provide. Visit BryceCanyonCityUT.gov.
Bryce Canyon Half Marathon, 13.1 miles of fun. The race starts at Bryce Canyon City, runs through Bryce Canyon National Park, and finishes in Cannonville. Early registration is open now. Race runs the second Saturday in July.
Hi, I'm Dustin Shakespeare, the Central Region Pathways Coordinator. Do you know what pathways are offered at your high school that connect with Snow College? Students enrolled in career technical education courses can develop valuable real-world technical skills and a strong academic foundation. Over 630 students completed CTE pathways last year in the Central Utah region. Our 35 pathways empower students to explore career options, pursue what they are passionate about, and earn valuable industry certifications. To learn more about these career pathways, talk to your CTE teachers and school counselors today.
Alrighty, folks, welcome out to the Sevier Valley Center for the Ruby's In postgame report and highlights. We had a barn burner down the stretch, 34-31. Tabiona pulls off the victory with the free throw by Mercedes Rose down the stretch to give them the 1-point lead to take the lead and win the game. Took a defensive stop on the other end as well, but Tabiona Tigers win and advance to the semifinal game tomorrow night.
That was a fun game.
It was a great game.
A lot of good adjustments. Coach Fabrizio obviously had to make several different adjustments. He was able to speed the Moquis up and cut that lead back down and give them a chance. And then he had to call a couple timeouts to manage a couple things how he wanted to do, and he did a good job. And then, of course, they made the free throws to get enough to win that game.
Absolutely. Statistically, I mean, it's about a wash. Both teams, you know, the Moquis got a lot of, they were 11 of 28 from the two-point land. They got a lot more looks. A lot of those were 2 and 3 chances on the same basket, some offensive putbacks.
That third quarter, they really dominated the offensive glass.
They did, and then the Moquis kind of went to sleep in the fourth quarter for a little while. Some adjustments by the Tigers. Run through the scoring real quick for the Moquis. I put one of the Griffins of points on the wrong one. Griffin finished with 10 points. Maisie Dunton with 7. Mickey Prowse with 4. Kenzie Lyman with 8. Zoe Torgerson with 4. And how about the job Zoe Torgerson did defensively? Containing Rhodes a little bit. The length of Torgerson gave Rhodes fits. For Tabby, Cicely Fabrizio with 7 points, Madison Rhodes with 6, Mercedes Rhodes with 1, and Gracie Fabrizio with 3. It was really the Abby Rhodes show with 17 points on the night.
Does a good job for them and really scored the ball well to get. I mean, when you're only scoring 30